Hello there, everybody, and welcome to Sly 3, Honor Among Thieves. The game that Uncharted 2 desperately wanted to name their game, but couldn't because Sly 3 already took it. So, here we are. We're finally making it to it. Yes, I am playing this off the collection, as you can see from, well, the intro. We are playing this through the collection on the PS3 collection, actually. Physically speaking, not like it matters, but either way, it's a nice thing to have. Not gonna say. I could play this through PS5, but I decided to do it this way only because if we're already playing on PS3 with, alright, yeah, it's fine. Played this all the way back in 2016. Goddamn. I do like how New Game starts here, though. I think that's actually a pretty cool effect that they do. So, yeah, since we're playing Infamous 2, it'd just be easier if I, flip-flop between these instead of going through different consoles instead. But it's been a while since we've been in the world of Sly. And for those that might not be 100% familiar, also, it's kind of funny that now I think about it, Persona 5 takes this aspect as well. A game about thieves. And then by the time we get to a game like this, there's a band of thieves all together. Except this time the band of thieves is missing one, but we now have like a whole bunch of other friends with us now. A whole bunch of new friends with us, actually. If anything. And that's going to be a big thing about this game, too, is eventually we're going to start gaining newer faces. But yeah, Murray's gone. And we'll have to go out and try to bring him back. But that won't be for a little while. Also, you'll probably notice that the aspect ratio thing is kind of weird. That's just... I'm pretty sure that's just, unfortunately, the PS3 collections being weird. I think the only collection that ended up getting away with having decent changes to HD would have been... I think I have to wait here, maybe. Yeah. Wait for our other friend to take care of that one. Jack and Daxter, I think, got it probably the least worst. But that's just what I can see. More so than what I know. Is there a way I can turn on subtitles or anything like that? Just in the off chance that I might need it. We don't have the hover ability, which sucks. Oh yeah, I forgot that technically subtitles would be probably most likely through these. Yeah, Sly looks fine for the most part, but I think some of the games have this weird sort of thing with it where his hat, you'll notice, is kind of floaty-ish. Ratchet got it pretty bad with his HD version. Not that I really carry the way, I'm just saying, like, that's just a thing that people, have obviously noticed and know about. I forget what I'm supposed to be doing here. Oh, yeah. Sitting around and waiting for these things to... Oh, because we got... Well, look who it is on the outside. If maybe once again you might be familiar with these characters, it'd be pretty obvious who's who. However, for some that haven't played Sly 2, or for those that, I don't know, kind of want to keep the mystery alive even just a little bit longer, I can do that for you. And just not spoil who we get to play with just yet. Funny enough, speaking about Persona 5, we were doing that Let's Play like a long time ago. And there's probably no chance we'll probably ever end up finishing it, just because it's really hard to want to go back and play it now. I was going through Royal not that long ago, and I got to, like, the 5th dungeon boss, and just completely sucked at doing it. Like, I just couldn't take it. I couldn't do it, so I just gave up. I'm like, fudge it, whatever. I don't want to have to go mecha grind just to beat this guy's ass. Because I think the 5th Palace boss is much worse than what he used to be. That's enough talk about that. Let's talk about what's going on in the game right now, which is, of course, you know, Sly 3. Did I just walk around in a complete circle? Okay, no, I was going to say. Sort of. I guess I got caught. Oops. That's okay. These guys suck at shooting, apparently, so it's fine. And I forget, I think there are alarms. Well, the first game had alarms that you could break and destroy them, get rid of that whole thing, but I don't think 3 really does that, though. And perfect. Perfect keyhole slot. I mean, of course, the cane would be something allowing us into the vault. I'm not trying to say that sarcastic, I'm just saying that in general. It's just, you know, with the whole ancestors passing down the cane, it makes total sense for that to actually even be a thing. I thought I was going to say, like, it now includes you.
Sorry, pal. Family heirloom. Buy a knockoff at the gift shop.
I think it would be actually kind of cool having the cane, though. Like in real life. I know you can get some of the Kingdom Hearts Keyblades and stuff. You can do those. I don't know why I had to say the full name for it, but you get the point. Whoa, okay, hang on. Hang on. Okay. Actually, pretty damn good. I don't know if it would have mattered or not, but even then, still did a pretty good job making that. I'm trying to remember all the worlds that are in this game. I'm going to mention a character that does... oh, yeah, by the way, triangle now is... it's weird. Now you have to hit triangle and then hit square in order to do the spin attack. It's very odd how they do that. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention that Bentley broke his legs in the last game. That's why he's in a wheelchair. Which is kind of funny, considering the fact that I've gotten so used to seeing him in the wheelchair that it's just a thing that... I don't know, like, it's weird not seeing him in a wheelchair, I guess. I think this is how you're supposed to technically do this part.
If he wants to eat this.
Ugh. That hurts my teeth even looking at that. And now we can't fight anymore. And my least favorite trope in games is the whole flash forward or even flashback type thing. But the comic book style is still really appealing, so I guess it's not all that bad. But yeah, I want to say that one of the worlds has possibly, like, you know, Penelope shit, and it's like, I don't want to... oh. Yeah. Well, then again, they're showing off all of these, so maybe I'm wrong. I might be thinking about something else here. We're not going to all those people's worlds. We're going to, like, very specific ones, but... unless we are.
The orphanage I landed in wasn't all bad. It was there that I met my lifelong friend.
I forgot that 3 was showing off the whole orphanage thing, too. It took us 3 whole games to see this.
He's the doer. We'd stuck together over the years. Our skill, our confidence, and our thieving reputation grew stronger with each heist. We thought that the good times would never end, and that our luck would never run out. Which only made things tougher when the odds finally caught up with us. Then I met this guy.
You know, funny enough, I will admit, though, the story of Sly is relatively pretty cool. Like, I think they did a pretty good job when it came to the whole, like, you know, Sly 2 into Sly 3 type thing. Sly 1 just sort of kind of has that same kind of feeling like Jack 1 does. Where, yeah, I know Jack 1 has an important bit of story to it too, of course, but it's realistically where Jack 2 really takes that up a notch.
Using some well-placed clues provided by McSweeney,
I feel like Sly 2 kind of did the same thing.
on arriving, we discovered someone by the name
It almost looks like the Insanity Island for a bit. Well, now it definitely is insane.
been trying to crack the thing for years, growing steadily more frustrated in his failures and more paranoid as the decades roll by.
We have to go and beat up Dr. Mojo Jojo.
With security as tight as Fort Knox.
Oh yeah, looking at art stuff.
Creativity and moreover,
There was this thing I was watching a bit before that was talking about how
that much talent
the Kingdom Hearts Switch collection is not using AI for the cover art, but something else. Just, I mean, when I saw the trailer for it, even I was like, the first thing I noticed was Sora's hand, like on the right side, the right Sora, which I think was like Kingdom Hearts 2 Sora, had like this really nasty, round, nasty looking hand that I did not like. Then I didn't think much of it after that. I was like, okay, it just... Oh yeah, we have to do training. Oh, I forgot about that. Even though I've played all these fucking games before. I don't think we have to do it. I think you can probably skip this and just say, I don't want to do this anymore.
these levers start the different trainers.
I mean, I could try.
Each will initiate a streamlined crash course in grand larceny. I'll head for the control room, and we'll get things started.
Yeah, then I guess the guy I was watching was talking about... It's like Sky Bell or something, I think his name is. No offense, but I think his VTuber model looked really unappealing. I don't like it. I know I've not completed it, but can't I just leave and fuck off? Alright, fine. I guess we'll do it then. But, yeah, I guess they were using 3D models or whatever from the actual games or something like that, and then they were... I don't know if you would say tracing over them or whatever, but... I don't know. It seemed really nitpicky. But what do I know? I feel like... it's gonna sound really mean, but... I feel like... I consider myself an artist, technically, too. And not just in the regard of, like, oh, well, I create YouTube videos like an artist does. I'm talking about, like, I legit draw stuff, too. But I have this thing when it comes to actual artists that try to always talk about other people's art often. It comes off extremely douchey. Now, I get, like, this is a company, and they just let somebody just kind of make something sloppily put together. I can see that, but I don't know. Like, it's not... If it's not AI art, then I don't think it really matters. If it's not traced, I don't think it really matters. But I guess in this case, most likely it probably was kind of... I didn't watch the whole thing because I thought the guy was a little cringe, but... I don't know, it just...
Let me guess. Use the right analog stick.
Like I said, if that's the case, then yeah, sure, I can understand. You know, talking about it being bad. But I'm just talking about, like, in general, not necessarily this guy, but I feel like there are other YouTubers or even just other artists out there that will talk about other people's art and how bad it looks because their art is so much cooler and so much better and so specifically drawn that anyone else couldn't possibly do the same thing that they can do. I guess what I'm trying to say is, imagine somebody makes something on DeviantArt or whatever, right? And then someone else comes in and says, well, look, your composition's all wrong, your fucking shading's all wrong, your lighting's all wrong. Just a bunch of stuff. Like a whole bunch of just criticisms. And I get that, you know, there are times where there's, you know, healthy criticism is nice for relatively anything, but I feel like there are just people out there that just do that specifically to be hateful towards something that, like, just might be somebody who's practicing art and trying to learn, and, like, I get it, you're trying to help, In some cases you're trying to help, but sometimes it just comes off really fucking douchey. And as if you're just trying to say, like, well, your art sucks without trying to say it. And then there are other times which, you know, same thing goes with... I feel like artists and game dev people have the same thing that they do as well. And I've mentioned this before in the past. We're already getting negative. Well, I'm bored as fuck doing the tutorial. What do you want me to do? You know... I don't hate Ding Dong from Oni Plays or anything like that, but I feel like he tends to give off a massive douche vibe about things too. Where, since he's a programmer and he does, you know, he programs games and he works on games, whenever there's like something that's slightly wrong about a game that he wouldn't do, God forbid, then it's wrong. And then in my opinion, it's like, well, yeah, but can't something just be unique as well? And I have the same sort of feeling when it comes to art too. It's like, yeah, something might look off or look wrong, but sometimes, you know, people just have a different style, for fuck's sake. And they just look unique. And that's not really a bad thing. But I feel like there are people out there that will consider that a bad thing just because it doesn't look normal to them. Hell, I used to be pretty bad about that. Not... mainly when I was a kid, you know, I would look at something like this and I would be like, ugh, I don't want to watch this. It looks gross. I don't like this style of animation. I don't like it. Of course, as I gotten older, I've learned to kind of appreciate things, but... I guess we are going straight to Murray's place first, aren't we? Well, hot damn. Or maybe not. I wasn't really paying attention. I like how they actually use real life places to go to, which is kind of neat. No, we're doing a... Yeah. We're doing the Venice one or whatever. Yeah. I don't know why I forgot about that. This one... Like, okay. I like Sly 3 a bit. Technically, I like it, just... There was a point in time where I liked it a bit more than I liked Sly 2. One thing I don't like is, well, them taking away the collectibles. But... I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Yeah, like, bro looks any different than what... like, it looks any different than what he did normally. And yeah, I will be talking over these because I'm not going to go through all the trouble of trying to do cutscenes anymore. For those that are new to my channel, you're probably wanting to watch these cutscenes. I'm sorry. I'm not really here for the cutscenes. I can't skip them. If I could, I would, but I can't. Not that I know of. I can skip that one, apparently. Alright, here we go. Yeah, I just basically have a problem with douchebags that need to think that all their stuff is just hot shit. And look, there are times where, like, yeah, you got some really cool stuff, but I don't know. Hell, even, like, voice actors had the same problem, too. I don't really need to get into it, but Sean Schimmel being a complete drama queen about stuff. I get wanting to protect, like, your baby, or I guess in that case his job, but I mean, because to be fair, like, no one's not gonna say that he's not Goku, but there can be other Gokus too. He just wants to be the Goku, the only Goku. I think it really just all kind of boils down to, like, people's respect for an artist. Like, you can have different, like, you know, Thieves in Time is made by a completely different group of devs. And I think that I can kind of respect both because, well, I like Sucker Punch a lot. I prefer their Sly Cooper games, but I can still play the Sanzuru games and not have too much of a problem with it. This is technically one of them. Oh yeah, we have to do the whole dialogue tree.
Let's get past the name calling and get to business. Wait.
Alright, yeah, well, can you... Guess we'll cut him a deal.
Admits on me. Who's gonna break you out of jail?
Okay.
How about I get the cops
I want a triangle.
once they're all outside shooting
I probably won't tell you guys every single time. It really just depends. Also, it's funny how, like, this is one of those commentaries where clearly I'm not doing very good at commentary. But there's a lot of story going on and not a lot of gameplay going on, so I can't really talk about a lot of stuff. I feel like Infamous 2 is a lot easier to talk about, and plus I already talked about some stupid shit that shouldn't have been talked about, you know. Negative brain. How that all goes. Alright, but this mission's not too bad. Just crawl around, and then you gotta wait for, like... Well, I think that happens eventually. I think for right now we're fine. But eventually the light's gonna start coming on. And then you gotta be careful of that. But that won't happen until I think after this. I'm not sure if it's sound-based or not. I don't think so. It might have an audio cue, but it should be fine.
Let's get back to
Yep.
business. Now, where was I? Hold tight, boys. The power's on the fritz again. It'll calm down in a few minutes.
Okay. I think the lights are going to come back on, like, right now. There it goes. Okay, so there's at least a visual cue as well. Which is good. And I'm just going to take the back way. I'm not going to bother too much here. If I can get underneath that one desk right here, I should be fine. Yep, we're good. Okay. Alright, and we should be okay. I should be able to make it in time. Looks like yes. But now I'm back under the fucking desk again like an idiot. There. Get the cutscene to activate and get out of here.
Sure, just takes a light touch.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that's right. Oh, thank God. They were smart enough to be like, yeah, if you don't have vibration on, you can still at least see. Because this controller does not have vibration in it. It's a third-party controller that, well, sucks.
Distract the cops so you can make your escape.
But it works, to be fair.
Okay, guess it's showtime.
I forgot, was Dimitri... He's French, right? I think.
Hello, assorted meatheads.
I thought I was about to say assholes.
Anyone feel like
Because I can't hear the TV, so I can only read it.
Grab him, man.
Also, once again, speaking of VAs, Carmelita Fox has yet another voice actress. Yet again. What's with my nose right now? Goddamn. Yeah, they couldn't just unfortunately stick with at least one person doing every voice every time, but... Oh well. 'Tis what it is. And now we do the classic escaping from Carmelita Fox bullshit.
Then let's spend some quality time together in my interrogation.
One thing I will say, though, is like I totally get why anybody would be into her.
What happened to the demure girl I used to
But, like, her model has always kind of bothered me, mainly because of the mouth.
guys like
I think that's just Sly Cooper isms in general.
You're the only
Like, if it's like 2D art, I think she looks fine. But like I said, with her 3D model, it always looks off to me. Whenever I see these, you know, these Venice boats and stuff here, I always think of two things: Ape Escape and Ninja Gaiden 2. Ape Escape 2, actually. I think that's one of the first levels there too.
You can't keep running for the rest of your life.
I don't remember how far we're supposed to get, but shouldn't be too much longer from now. I guess get back to the hideout, I assume. Thankfully, Carmelita sucks as much as he normally does. Oh, there's Mary.
Inspector Fox! Man, you're in it again.
Well, at least he remembers who we are.
That's right. Hide in the sewers like the rat you are.
And then she's not even, like, looking at the manhole either. It's really awkward.
Quick escape. I owe you one. Again.
Of course, Searcher.
Oh, yeah, they're dumping oil into the water. That was another thing, too, I like about Sly in general, is
My mind is clear.
the bad guys have a series of bad things going on, and then your mission objectives is usually based around trying to stop
Sorry, Sly. I walked
whatever bullshit they happen to be doing
in his wisdom. Told me
through different means of fucking with them.
return until the black water ran pure. So here I stay.
You sure he didn't tell you to get lost and not come back until you cleaned up the water filter?
Come on, I'm on a real spirit quest here.
Sorry. Tell me everything. I've missed you, pal.
Well, it's a long and
Oh,
You got any gum?
you're gonna be able to sit through this, aren't you? Oh, thank God. Still at 1%. How? Yeah, it beats the hell out of me. Oh, also love the classic 360p cutscenes. Those never changed.
His guru has been fulfilled. Whether we like it or not, we've got to deal with Venice's tar problem.
I was showing my brother Sly 2 and trying to explain to him like how the pacing in Sly games kind of work. That makes it really cool. And just like what I was telling him, like with here, these PowerPoint presentation things are basically like the missions or the episodes are structured in a phase sort of way. So for all you MCU heads out there, you know, phase 1, phase 2, you kind of get that, right? But yeah, they're all kind of like divided into different phases. So for the first phase, we have like a few missions where we're supposed to go do this thing and go do this thing and go do this thing. Usually anywhere from like maybe 3 to 5 different missions per phase. And then once you've dealt with phase 1, then you move on to phase 2, which is like stepping up your game, and so forth and so forth. And then phase 3, I think, is usually, I guess it would be operation, but phase 3 usually is like time to go after the big boss and like do something. Yeah, right now we only have like a few missions available to us currently, which, you know, you can pick and choose between who you'd rather play currently or right now. And I keep forgetting there's no collectibles. Well, there is. You can pickpocket once again, and I'll show that off right now, which is a good time to do it. If anybody has a glow in the back pocket, they'll have a treasure for you. And the treasure, how it works in this game, is unlike Sly 2, it just sells itself automatically. You don't have to sell it yourself anymore. Which honestly is both a nice thing and kind of a... I kind of wish, you know, they still kind of had that, but I don't know. I don't really care either way. I liked having it in the second game as like a thing I could do. Also, traps are a thing. That's new to this game. But that could just be only this level, but I don't think that's the case. And yeah, you can still do the whole, you know, knock them up, throw them down. That sort of ordeal. Still a lot of Sly 2-isms here. I'm trying to think of where, there it is. It's just right next to us. And usually when you're on a rooftop, no one else can really catch you unless they're also on another rooftop as well. What's this button do? Oh, wasn't paying any attention. If you get caught, you can kind of hide and stuff like that. I am having a hard time platforming up to a goddamn roof. This is ridiculous. You'd think by now I'd probably figure it out, but I guess not. Okay, there we go. Finally. Alright, mission 1. Let's begin.
Nice place. Sure to be a few coins.
Nice place you got here.
What's the plan?
If you can get me inside to one of Octavio's computers, I should be able to hack his firewall and get...
I'll try to shave off missions that are not Sly related.
I'm guessing the front door.
Because, go figure, the only character I really actually actively like to play tends to be Sly.
Head down there and we'll meet up in a few minutes.
You'll see why I don't really care to play Murray later. Which, spoiler alert, yes. But then again, I mean, it's Murray. You're probably kind of expecting him to show up. I don't mind beat-em-up stuff. Oh yeah, this is a mission for later as well, I think. And you can even see the environment change, too, while you're doing it. It's really cool. It's something I really like about the Sly games, is watching as, like, they put together this sandbox per world. And they do a pretty good job at, like, selling you the idea that it actually does, you know, in some way, shape, or form exist, and you have an effect on things. And it's really neat how they do that. I like that. I'm just having a hard time trying to get back into this fucking place. Yeah, the reason why Murray kind of bothers me so much is not because he can beat people up. It's because of that stupid fucking bounce shit that he does. I don't really care much for that. Yeah, you only really need to take out enemies if you just really want to. By the way, even though I might not have sound on, there's still plenty of visual cues to aid you in knowing whether or not you're safe when you're behind an enemy. So if Sly is tiptoeing around an enemy, that basically means that you're too close to run. And you will get caught if you run. So,
Fashionable. Nice touch, Bentley.
which is pretty nice. It's pretty nice how they let you in on everything in these games. I think it's really cool. Alrighty. Let's do it. This mission's not too bad. Doesn't go on for too long. Oh yeah, we have to do it on the count of 3.
Okay, on my 3.
Shit.
1, 2, 3.
Ah.
Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3.
Damn it, Bentley, stop fucking idling.
3. 1, 2, 3. One more try. 1, 2, 3. Nice.
Okay, there we go. I don't have my TV turned on. I don't want to... I could just turn it on for the sake of this. But also just to save trouble, the triangle, square, spin move works wonders when collecting coins and such. And you can use your cane to collect coins. It does actually work, as you can tell. It's very nice. Very nifty. Hang on, Bentley. Goddamn, hang on. I'm almost there. Okay. Oops.
1, 2, 3.
You could be like a slight second off from him, and you should be fine.
3.
There.
All right.
I was gonna say, that's perfect. Come on. Well, it's good enough. Oh, my God.
To that next door. I made a number of improvements.
Maybe doing Slide 3 might have been... I've been worried about doing it for a long time because I felt like my commentary would just not be enough. Maybe it's a case of doing it today might not be enough.
Nice bridge for you.
Okay, I'll wait for your signal.
I don't know. I'll stick through it as long as I can, but I'm kind of worried that my commentary might be really bad right now. Then again, I do feel kind of greasy. I took a bit of a nap for a bit there, and now I feel gross. Yeah, I kind of needed it, because again, I woke up super early this morning, so didn't get very much sleep last night. That kind of thing. I know when I say the word nap, it's like, oh, you're a fucking loser. You're lame. Yeah. Well, this is one of those cases of, god damn, I needed something. I needed the rest. Alright, well, there goes Sly, I guess. And a relatively brutal-ish death. Because drowning is a pretty brutal way to go. Not gonna lie. Like, realistically speaking. Alright. Yeah, I feel like for Sly Cooper stuff, you really do have to be in the mood for things like this. Also, I do want to do Jack, but I don't know if I want to actually just do it solo or not, which I might. Just consider doing that. I might do all 3 games. We might do a Ratchet game, might do a Jack game, and might do the Sly game. I could technically do that, but you damn well know which one's going to get done first. Guarantee it. It's probably going to be Ratchet. Well, the next Ratchet in line that I want to do technically would be All for One, yes. I do want to do Rift Apart. But I'm playing on PS3, and if I really want to get my bang for my buck, I could technically just do everything on PS3. Which would mean I just do All for One next. Well, that's a problem, but... Oh yeah, these guys are nothing. They're just pipsqueaks. Meaning that Sly can take them out pretty easy. But yeah, I might just consider just doing Jack 3 on my own this time. Because if I'm going to be... If I'm going to be an asshole about how Jack 3 gets done or making progress in a game like that, I think it's better if I just have to sit this one on my own instead. Just saying. Guess we're going this way, probably. I don't know if it really matters or not. I forgot what we're supposed to do here. I think we... Hold on. I was going to say, I thought we saw it, but no. No, that's just an extra room of money, I guess. I keep forgetting that, once again, this game does not have collectibles. Which does, in my opinion, detract a little bit, but they kind of spent more of their focus on the overall story instead, so... I guess I get it. Oh yeah, he's not dead yet, but he probably will be soon. Or just not going to bother fight. Yeah, they still do the same thing they did in Sly 2, where if you knock them down, they will kick back up. Ouch. Oh, come on! I fucked up. I wish I had my cool powers right about now, but I don't. Not like Smoke Bomb would help me here anyway, but I'm just saying, like, anything... Like a, you know, a dash move. Oh, there's also that, too. I forgot about that. You can slam. And also, these guys like to jump above you. I think that's more of a Sly 3 thing now. Because they definitely didn't learn from, like, the second game and stuff. They started upgrading these games and making them technically better. Also, I guess in terms of collectibles, they're technically... Even though there's no collectibles, at the very least... There is stuff you can buy. There we go. I was gonna say that's... Come on. That's gotta be it. Alright, is it picture time? Probably is. This is gonna be a long series. We're already about an hour in, and I only ever finished, realistically, one mission. And Sly's feet are hiding under the rug layer. So is Bentley.
It's not over yet. Hack the system and let's get out of here.
I think that might just be a PS3 thing, though. Oh yeah, we have to fight guys. Alright. Well, that I can do. I know how to do that pretty well. So I've got this in the bag.
Guess the dinosaur has teeth.
If I miss a coin or two, I'm sorry.
Watch my back there.
It's bound to happen. Alrighty, here we go. These guys are annoying, though, I'll tell you that. That's one reason why they're annoying as fuck. But, the good news is, we do have this fire pit that you can knock enemies into. So, yeah. Yeah, the problem is, once they start activating an attack, it's pretty much just over. Unless you're probably a good shot, I guess. Seems like. I was kind of scared of attacking them, that's probably what fucked it all up. Because it looked like I couldn't attack them while they were attacking, so I wasn't sure. When they do jump, it does make them a bit of an easier target to deal with, thankfully. And don't worry so much about the money here, because you'll get plenty of money. There's plenty of things to steal, plenty of treasure to pick up. That sort of deal. Just try to protect Bentley at all costs. And money doesn't really disappear. Well, it does, but takes a bit for that to do it. I think also coins do the same thing they do in Slight 2, where depending on what environment you're at, you actually get money based on whose world you're in. As far as I know, this part of it is not... As far as I know, this is all just timed. Like, I don't think it's based on how many enemies you kill. Just directly, you know, how long it takes for Bentley to do anything. But it might be based on enemies, because I did kill them all, I guess, so... Alright, mission done. I should say job complete, most likely. But eventually, I'm sure by the next episode, we'll definitely be picking up a lot of the pace here. As I know Slight 3, it's got a bit of length to it, but it's not super, super long. But I feel like it's a little bit longer than Slight 2 a little, but I don't know. I don't remember. It's been a bit, so we'll have to find out, I guess, won't we? Anyway, that'll be it for this. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time for some more Sly 3. And of course, as always, take care, everybody.